Tell me a bit about yourself. I mean, for people who do not know who Raymond Anokye and Asante Anokye is, how would you describe yourself?
Okay, well, I would say my name is Raymond Anokye Asante, currently a player from Udinese. I played in Young Apostles from 2020 to 2022. I'm from Western Region, Bogoso. Yeah, so all I can say is that, yeah.
I mean, it's very rare to see players make the jump from Division 1 straight to an European club. I mean, usually they would say you would have to play in the Premier League first before you go to Europe. But you didn't make that jump. How does that make you feel?
Oh, I would say, first of all thanks to the Almighty God for such an amazing miracle and then, such an opportunity He has given me. It's not easy, but I would say it's by the grace of God and the hard work I put in and then how I focused on the work. I would say that.
Talking about the work, you started with Young Apostles. From there, you moved to Udinese. Tell me a bit about how it feels like to play, or what it feels like to play with Young Apostles, playing the Division 1 league.
Well, it's a bit difficult, but me being with Apostles I saw it to be a stepping stone for me, and it wasn't easy, but through the hard work and how we focused on the work and tried to do something for ourselves. I would say it was a bit difficult, but God showed up. So it's all about God. I would say that, because my trust in God is 100%. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, the trust in God is there. Your hard work too is there. How difficult is it to play in the Division 1 league? Because we all will know that it's different to play in the Division 1 league, but how difficult is it, especially in your zone?
Yeah, my zone, it's as you've said, it's really difficult because there are a lot of, I would say, sorry to say, hooliganism and a whole lot of stuff in that zone yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but it's really difficult over there.
And to make it more difficult, you guys didn't qualify for the Premier League. You missed out by a whisker just before you made the switch. How pained were you?
You mean the collapse? Oh,
no, I mean playing in the Premier League, Division 1 league, and not making it to the Premier League.
Oh, I think it's cool. It's cool with me because it's not everybody that has gotten this opportunity. And me playing in the Division 1 league at my age I think it was a good exposure for me to be in that league, because not everyone has gotten that opportunity. So I think it's cool.
There's a bit that whispers to me that you were really scouted early by Sammy Anim Addo. How would you describe your relationship with him?
He is a father to me, and I also say a godfather to me, and he's a God sent. I really love that man. He has helped me a lot, and I really appreciate his effort to make me a great player. Yeah. So,
how did you get into his fold? Because there are a lot of players who I know want to be managed by Sammy Anim Addo. How did you get the opportunity to work with him?
Well, I was with I would say my former team, which is Scores Academy in Pukwase. So I think the first edition of the Baby Jet tournament, yeah, we took part in that tournament, and my first game in that tournament, I got the man of the match, and that is when he saw me and then spoke with my coach that he likes me, and then yeah, everything continued from there.
Tell me a bit about playing in the Baby Jets under 16 tournament. Great initiative by Samoa Jan. This year was expanded, but in your year, how different was it as compared to what it is now?
Well, the tournament, you see, in our time, it was the first time he is organizing such tournament. So I think we were all excited to be in that tournament, and it was, I would say, it was a great one for us, and it was a great opportunity for us to, showcase our talent and then show people that we can do it, and then so it was a whole lot of excitement, and then.
How does it feel being watched by somebody like Asamoah Gyan, a legend of the game? Then you play in a tournament organized by him. Did they give you any? Did they put you under any pressure to deliver?
Well, for me, I won't call it a pressure, because it is the work that we've chosen to do. So I wouldn't call it a pressure. Like, it was cool with me. I'm like that, so it's cool. It was cool for me.
But what are your general impressions of the whole concept of the Baby Jets under 16 tournament?
Well, I would say it's great opportunity for the young ones, and it's also help others, help the people who are willing to help the young ones to get the talent to make them become the great Asamoah Gyans and then Stephen Appiahs in our country. So that's it.
From the Baby Jets, you played a while for Young Apostles before you moved to Udinese. How did that big move come about? Because we were just there, then I got a call from Sammy Anim Addo, and it's like, this my son is going to Udinese, do something for me. I was like, no, I don't know him. He was like, you wait, you see the boy. I mean, how did you get the move? How did it come about and stuff like that?
Okay, I would say we were in a season. I was with the Young Apostles, and then I was there, and then they said we will be going to Accra for a tournament. I didn't know the tournament. They said agency tournament, and I was like, okay, cool. So we came, and then everything was set for us to start the tournament, and then I was a bit happy to be part of this tournament, and then God being so good, everything went well for me, and then we took it from there.
Who gave you the first shot? And before you moved to Udinese, obviously you had gone to Italy to train with multiple clubs. Who was your agent that helped you get the Udinese contract?
Yeah, my agent is called Oscar Rodriguez from Spain. He helped me get this contract from Udinese, and then
Was Udinese the only club after you?
I don't know, but my dad will tell. But he didn't tell me the clubs that were after me. I saw only Udinese, so I don't know for that one.
I mean, why would you even want to sign for a club like Udinese? I mean, there are AC Milan, there's Inter Milan, there is Napoli, there is Empoli. What made you decide that, this is Udinese is the right club for me to start my career in Europe?
Okay. As I've already said, I didn't know the clubs that were after me. I only saw Udinese, and Udinese is not just a team. I would say it's one of the big teams in Italy. So I was very happy to sign for them, not thinking about the other clubs. If AC Milan would have come, I would say, yeah, it's cool, I'll go. But since Udinese is in, I took it from there. I thought it was a great opportunity for me, because starting this career at this age and with that team, I think it was a great step for me. Yeah.
Tell me a bit about the whole thing of playing in the Serie A. I mean, at the moment you are the Primavera, but how is the football culture like in Italy?
Well, it's a bit difficult, especially the language. The language is, for me, it's difficult for me. and the Serie A is, I think, it's a great league. To be in that league, you need to work. So it's a whole lot of, it's different football over there. So I would say that. Yeah.
How does it feel like on match days when you are in Udine? What's the euphoria like in the area when the big clubs are in town and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, it's like here. You see Kotoko and Hearts of Folk coming to play a match. You see people, making noise in the town and then talking about their team, criticizing each other, and it's like that over there. So yeah, it's cool.
How difficult a life is it to live in Udine?
Well, I would say it's all about the language. If you understand the language, it's easy. But if you don't, it's really difficult because most of them don't understand the English, and then so it's all about the language. You need to know the language, you need to understand, and then everything will be easy for you.
You speak a little bit Italian.
Oh, bene, tutto a posto. Oh, tutto a posto. Yeah, it's good. I'm good.
Menton apostolo.
Yeah, so.
I mean, just tell me a few phrases when you're in training, you hear your players say.
Okay. Uomo, which is, let's say the player is behind you or he's coming. And I would say solo, you are free, you can move with the ball. And veloce, it means hurry up or you should, be fast on the ball, yeah. So that's the most common one when you hear on the pitch, yeah.
I mean, at the moment, you are not with the first team, but you're still hoping to break through the first team. Tell me a bit about playing in the Primavera.
Well, when I got there, it was difficult for me because, first of all, I didn't understand the language, the system of their play. It was a bit, different from we, the Ghanaians. So I had to, keep calm, try to learn, and hopefully I'm learning. And so it was quite difficult, but we made it through.
How difficult is it playing the Primavera? Is it a step higher than even the Premier League?
No, I wouldn't say it's a bit higher than the Premier League. But it's, as I've already said, like it's a system. It's a system. So you need to understand the system that they play, and then it's all about the system and then the language. That's all.
You've played several games for them. You've seen how they play now. Do you see yourself stay there for, let's say, 10 years? Or maybe more? Or maybe less?
You mean like I see myself to be like I've stayed there for, let's say, 10 years? I would say 10 years. I'm getting to know more about them. So, and I'm still learning. So I wouldn't say I'm done with it. So yeah, that's it.
Let's move a bit back to the country where your very good friend, Emmanuel Addo, is with the under-23, the Black Meteors. There are a couple of players in there too, who are trying to make waves in the under-23 tournament. Personally, were you disappointed that you weren't even shortlisted for the squad?
Oh, not at all. No. Sorry, those that are there, they are all players. I'm also a player. So I think if I work hard and I make the mark, I'll also get there. So I wasn't so disappointed like that. And it's been my first season at Udinese, I was cool. So I wasn't so disappointed like that, no.
You are housemates with Emmanuel Addo. Tell tell us a bit about what kind of striker he is and what you think he can bring to the Black Meteors in the tournament?
Wow. It's a great question. Yeah, Emmanuel Yeboah is a very great striker, a very good player. I love playing with him, and he's like a brother to me. I really love that guy. So even if you can see from the match between Ghana and then Congo, you can see the impact he brought to the team coming from the bench. So I think he's a huge player, like a great player. So yeah, I think he's gonna be the next Asamoah for Ghana.
Why not yourself?
Me? Well, of course, I can be, but I'm wishing to be someone else, not
Who are you wishing to be?
Cristiano.
Sue.
That's all.
All right, so let's. What do you think are Ghana's chances in qualifying for the 2024 Olympics? The last time we were there was in 2004. We've not been there for like close to 20 years. Do you think this is the time Ghana can make it?
Of course, we can make it. If you see the enthusiasm from the boys, I would say my brothers, I think we can make the mark. We can qualify for the Olympics, sure.
Let's tune back to your football career here. Where do you see yourself in the long term? Because you just ended your first season with Udinese. Where do you see yourself, where do you see yourself go next?
All right. I would say I want to see myself playing in the Serie A. If not the Serie A, maybe in a different league at a higher level. Not just in the league, yeah. So I'm hoping to play for the Serie A, most especially the first team for Udinese. So, yeah.
Do you think a loan move away from Udinese will help you get, let's say, more game time, get in shape more, so that you can be able to achieve your long-term dream?
Yeah, of course, it can help. It can help, yeah. If it comes, sure, I'll go. But if not, and they wish for me to stay with the first team and then, try to get some minutes to play, yeah, why not? But if I get the loan too, yeah.
What has been the communication between you and Rodriguez?
Oh, right now we've not communicated about any deal or any loan. So, yeah, we communicate a lot, but not in that situation.
Do you ever see yourself play for the Black Stars one day?
Of course.
I mean, there are lots of players who say they don't want to play for the Black Stars because of, let's say, this reason or that reason. Why would you want to play for the Black Stars?
Yeah, I'm from Ghana. And I love my country. So if I get a chance, of course I will play.
So if you get a call up to do,
of course I will.
You don't think so?
Think twice. No. If I get the opportunity, of course I will.
Thank you, Anokye, and